You're watching That Lovell-Boland Life.
Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going through our favourite Singlish phrases.
Singlish is the short term for Singapore English, and it's a mixture of English words with borrowed words from Malay, Hokkien, Cantonese, Mandarin, other Chinese languages, as well as Tamil from southern India.
Yeah, and as Sam just said, it does take its grammar from a lot of regional languages, and it does away with most prepositions, verb conjugations, and even plural words.
Plus, the words can have multiple meanings, which makes it all the more difficult for foreigners like me.
Yeah, and previously on our channel, we did touch on our top 10 favourite Singlish words. So today we're following up with our top 10 favourite Singapore phrases. But before we get into it, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Right, let's get into it.
So number one, in no particular order, don't play. So this interesting phrase basically means don't mess around with me. If you want someone to take something seriously and to stop fooling around, you say don't play.
Yeah, and it was actually popularised by Gurmit Singh's Phua Chu Kang character in the 90s, and it was even used by government Singapore ads at the beginning of the pandemic, telling people, take it seriously, wear a mask and wash your hands. Number 2 on our list is die must try. So what does it mean? Well, we know that Singaporeans are truly passionate about food. So this is very much a food-related phrase, and it just basically means it's so good you gotta try it no matter what. So a good example of this is when we had laksa at 928 in Yishun. Die must try. It's so good you won't regret it even if it costs you your life.
Yeah, but there are variations. So there's die must have or die must buy. I really like die must buy because when we go abroad, there are things cheaper than they are in Singapore. So for example, we went to New York in 2019. There were Marc Jacob bags that Rianne wanted for her birthday. I went to Changi, it was like $400 duty free. We went to New Jersey, New York, they're about $90 each. So it's like, die, must buy, we got two. Number 3 on the list, talk cock. Now get your mind out of the gutter because this isn't what you think. This phrase actually comes from 18th century English. It's about untruths and it originates from the phrase cock and bull story. But when used in Singlish, it's implying that the person who is speaking isn't saying anything useful or they're talking nonsense.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's actually a longer version of this phrase, which is talk, cock, sing song, which means when friends get together, catch up, and spread a little gossip.
And who doesn't like to gossip?
Coming in at number 4 is walao eh. So this is a phrase which is actually used to show surprise or disbelief. So a good example of this is, if there's a really good bargain and your flight is like dirt cheap or something like that. Not that there are many flights going for dirt cheap these days, but you'd be like, oh my gosh, 70% off, walao eh. So yeah, something that's kind of a surprise or disbelief.
Number 5, blur like sotong. So this phrase is used to describe someone who is always confused. Now we used to live in Malaysia about 5 years ago and we used to love eating sotong, and sotong is squid. Now one of the interesting things about squid is they use their ink pouches as defense mechanisms because the ink makes it hard for their predators to see and so their vision is blurred.
Absolutely. And then there's another phrase which kind of is on the back of that, which is catch no ball. But that's actually when you yourself are confused or a bit clueless. So for an example, if someone in a team meeting was saying, giving out their speech, and then you'd be like, could you just repeat that concept again because I catch no ball. Number 6 on our list is see how. So as Sam just mentioned, we did previously live in Malaysia, and when I was working there, someone said to me, yeah, we'll see how, and I was like, see how what? Like, you didn't finish the sentence. But actually it means like to play something by ear or just see how it goes. So that was a real learning curve for me because I was like, I don't understand what you mean. But yeah, now I use it all the time. So we'll see how.
Number 7, it's a question, can or not. So this basically means whether something can be done or not, but we love using the word can because it has so many variations. You put a little stress on it, it can mean something completely different, but I love using it in work situations where someone's like, can you do this? And I'm like, can.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you were to say can, it means like definitely 100% can do it, I'm on it, quickly end the conversation. But another one is can means can and cannot means cannot. That's a phrase where you're like, can you just make up your mind? Can you do it or can't you do it? So that's another real kind of fun way that can is used in Singapore and in Singlish overall. Number 8 on the list is come. I clap for you. So this is a bit of tongue-in-cheek. It's a little sarcastic. It's kind of a way of praising someone in a very sarcastic way. So if Sam was to come and tell me,
Rianne, I have finally put away those clothes that have been in the basket for the last 2 weeks.
And I'd be like, come, I clap for you. It's sort of like a way of saying like, what do you expect, a medal? I guess
I would as well, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would. That's kind of like the UK equivalent, and I like it. It's very tongue-in-cheek and a little bit cheeky.
Number 9, it's another question. What time already? So this is kind of payback for number 8 for Rianne clapping, and it's kind of like, as a Brit, being 10 minutes early, say I was meant to meet someone at 3, if I'm there at 2:50, for me, that is on time. So, being in Singapore, being in Malaysia, sometimes it is very hard because people will text you saying they're on the way when they haven't even left their place sometimes. So I think for me, it's always what time already in my head.
Yeah, and I tend to be a bit guilty of this. I think when it comes to just personal things, I'm like, oh, I have time. And then I don't know what outfit I'm gonna wear. And then I'm like dilly-dallying, trying to choose stuff. So yeah, you've had to kind of have that, like, what time already on me?
Yeah, and it kind of throws back to one of my favorite Malay words as well, which is cepat, cepat, cepat.
And finally, number 10 is kancong spider. So this phrase has 2 elements to it. So kancong actually is a Hokkien term, which means someone who's quite nervous. Whereas kancong spider, when it's put together, it is someone who's a little bit edgy, someone who wants to get things done in a hasty manner, complete things when they can't really be done in such a fast way, but they really want to get things done. I think that's something that can kind of describe you a little bit.
Yeah, funny listening to that. I do think that I am kancong. And I think I am kancong spider too. So it's interesting hearing these words and hearing a way to describe myself.
Yeah, I think everyone's kancong sometimes, especially when we started our YouTube. I think we were both a bit kancong, but we've come a long way. But kancong spider, yes, still applies to you.
So that was our top 10 list of our favorite Singlish phrases. But like we did with our Malay words, like we did with our Singlish words before, we're going to offer up 2 bonus words that didn't quite, or bonus phrases should I say, that didn't quite make it onto the list. My bonus phrase, I really like this one, is your coffee shop is open. And sometimes this does happen to me, where your flies on your jeans are not pulled up properly and people say your coffee shop is open.
Yeah, it's a bit more of an inconspicuous, polite way of saying, your flies are open. So I think it's a cool one.
Yeah, so that was mine. What's yours?
So mine, which I wouldn't say it didn't make it onto the main list, I just think it's extra special. I'm looking at it in a different way. Okay. So mine is yaya papaya, and it's so fun to say, but it doesn't actually have a very positive connotation. In fact, it's actually, yaya comes from the Malay word, which means arrogant. So yaya papaya is someone who's a little bit arrogant, big-headed. A good example of this is to say like, oh, this Yaya Papaya, he like drives different cars every single day and comes to the office and he's flaunting it, But it's still a very fun one to say, and I think it's a little bit extra special that maybe not many people know about.
Yeah, really fun. We've really enjoyed making this list. We have learned so much doing it as well. We hope you have enjoyed it. So thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, please do write in the comments what were your favorite phrases, or if we, have any other phrases that you think we should know about, do let us know and drop us a comment.
Yeah, and as we always say, because we're a small YouTube channel at the moment, please like it. It really does help. It really does show it to more people. It really kicks into the YouTube algorithm so more people get to see it, and we really want to put this video in front of more people to watch and enjoy. Absolutely, and thank you so much for watching as always, and we'll see you on the next one. So what this actually means is quite a sarcastic way of giving praise to someone. So, for example, if Sam was to say... I'll say that again. What just happened? I thought you were just going to say the whole thing. I was just like in my head, I was like, oh, she's going to say the whole thing. Okay.
I know you exist, don't worry.
Just throw it to me.
Do you know what this thing is? It's a camera. You know, you talk to it.